Hello. So I haven't done a video for a few days. Yeah, so I'm only keeping in touch for any of the lovely people who do tune in to this channel. I have been struggling for the past 3-4 weeks with serious headaches. Seems like I'm finding the cure for that in the last couple of days. So hooray! That has been stopping me somewhat from making videos. I just want to mention that I haven't gone stone cold dead here in my brain. I constantly have brains, dreams and ambitions, some of which have been around for a while. Yeah, I just want to kind of mention them really. That's all for now. I already did mention that I'd written a very simple draft of a requiem for the animals. I definitely will be on here with my only that big little electronic piano thing and try to give you a rendition, a little taster of the sort of thing I dream of going out there into the world. It's like meant to be a massive event to move the hearts of as many humans as possible so that we stop torturing animals. That's in a nutshell. It's the best I can contribute musically, possibly. So hopefully that's going to be soon. So I also have a massive ambition. It's not going to be me, but I've decided I'm going to talk about it where whoever will listen anyway. I thought it's about time we had some MPs for the animals specifically. It's a huge long shot, probably too late, but I thought to myself, I've built up this persona, if you like, on my activism. She's called the Vegan Highway Lady. And I really want to make use of the fact that that is out there in the world as a persona. I don't think I can keep it going on my roadside activism, or it's going to be extremely minimal and occasional. So I want to build on it in another way. I have found out it seems you have to pay £5,000 to apply or notify yourself or whatever to be MP. That would be a problem. But in 5 years' time, by then, it might not be a problem. So I certainly could gather, I think it's the 8 people who must nominate you to stand as MP. So you never know. A very big part of me feels like I've got what it takes, but I might be deluding myself. I can only hope. So that's huge. So I'm planning perhaps to get companion animals. It might turn out to be some more artificial companion animals, because it's quite a responsibility to take on. And whilst normally I could, I'm still not entirely sure. And of course, there's a big compromise. If you get cats, then there's buying the meat for them. And I thought, well, maybe I could just have fish, and then perhaps they'd be fussy though, and they wouldn't just want the fish meat, the fish meals. So as much as I'd like the company of cats, I'm not sure it's a workable thing for me anymore. If I did, I'd get 2 at least, so they're company for each other. Dogs, I've never had dogs, but I could have dogs here. Again, I'd have a couple, ideally 3 or 4, Can't see that happening. And of course, dogs can be vegan. That's the thing. As long as I found dogs, that could either transition to vegan or are already vegan, or I got young ones and started them off vegan. It's all up in the air. The idea of rabbits and cavies is wonderful, and I'd have them all running around my feet. I love that. I love them. But they need hay, and hay makes incredible mess all around the house. I did have a cavie, and it was such hard work keeping up with just the mess. So there's no easy answer, is there? So maybe artificial pets is the answer. Going to tell you something about how I deal with the death of artificial pets at some point. Not today. Keep you guessing. It's quite involved and complex and spiritual, because I do invest artificial pets with life. That's what they are to me. So yeah, that's quite a big thing. So yeah, the death of artificial pets soon on a video. 2 of my artificial pets did die a little while back, and so I did what I call the ceremony, which I'll explain at a later date, and it's all sorted now, and the little souls which I gave them really are in peace and at rest. They were 2 older dogs. Yeah. So that's an ongoing thing, actually. I kind of want to spread that idea. Yeah, we don't need to enslave animals. That's one reason I have not had animals for years, because seeing them as slaves. The only way I could possibly have animals would be if they really needed a home, like so badly, and B, that they really showed they wanted to be with me, Otherwise, no. Sorry, got some tofu from breakfast. So that's that. I wanted to mention 2 things that have come up regarding things we need to do to save the world. Minimalism and non-consumerism. I have been pretty much doing this all my adult life, if not in childhood. But not necessarily by choice back then, but all my adult life. So that's a long time now, 45 years, something like that. So it's been partly because of necessity, but not all the time. I was rich at one point, and I was a professional teacher at one point, so money wasn't so short. But all the rest of the years, I've definitely been living on low budgets, very low budgets, very often on benefits as a single parent. So I learned to live on a shoestring. I already had a bit of an idea, as I say, from my upbringing, and it's part of me, perhaps anyway. But I actually find it a almost sometimes exciting project. It's a part of my life I enjoy, being minimalist. I'm constantly minimalizing my material world on a daily basis, probably. I kind of enjoy it. And low consumerism, and not non, because I'm alive, so I've got to consume. But low consumerism is what I do as well. It doesn't mean to say that occasionally you can't spend a decent bit of money on a thing which you really need and you really like and you intend to use it for many years, and look at it as an investment. So in that way, you're not being a high consumerist. You're spreading that consumer activity out over many, many years. So I think that counts as a good strategy for helping the world. Yeah, stopping using the resources of Mother Earth. So, I mean, examples I've got, which again is a big debate in vegan circles, is I think there's 3 pairs of shoes, 2 boots and 1 pair of shoes. 2 of them is from charity, and the other pair I bought especially. So the long boots I bought, and they are at least partially leather or suede or something. And I really needed a long pair of boots, and I got these, and they are intended to live with me till my dying day. Had them now 10 years. I look after them, I polish them, I re-heel them. I treat them with great respect, almost like an animal. And I am very, very aware of them. Yeah, I give them pride of place on the shoe rack. I bought them before I was aware of how industries get leather. I bought them before that, all my shoes. If I had known, I would not have bought them. But I have them, and I'm not going to throw them away, because that would be an ultimate waste of the life of those animals. This is the best I can do, to use them with the greatest respect. So, yeah, the other 2, the shoes and the little boots I've got, came through a charity shop, I think. No, my daughter gave me 1 pair because it didn't fit her. So I treat those in exactly the same way, exactly the same thoughts about them. And I think that's the best I can do regarding being a proper vegan. A lot of people will disagree with me, and they think I should go and burn the boots, but I say that's even more of a waste of the animal's life. Yeah. Yeah. It's a difficult one, but that's what I'm doing so far. So obviously now I never buy anything leather or fur. I never bought fur anyway. Yeah. So there's that vegan side of low consumerism. I mean, my furniture is all secondhand. Pretty much always has been. Again, except once or twice, like I really needed, the old back, not so good sometimes, certainly was bad in the past. So I got a fridge freezer where the fridge is at the top and I can easily access it. And that was new. That's the only new big thing like that I've bought. Washing machines were all secondhand. And yeah, I only buy the smaller electric things new when I absolutely have to. I mean, I use them to the nth degree, and only when I absolutely have to will I get a new one. And then I don't, I just buy the most economic, the cheapest, or whatever, that seems, the best strategy, for the earth. And so it goes on. My big hat, you can see on the secondhand wardrobe behind me. I told you about that before in another video. And that's made out of scrap cardboard and paper. And I did buy the paints, but it's not just paints for the hat. I've got the paints still, and they're intended to be used for a lot of other things. So I could go on and on, really. You can see my bunting up here. That's been on 2 years now up there. I'm really getting value for money out of that, because they only cost me $1.99, and I love them. I love those colourful buntings. So I'm going to cut my own hair soon. I mean, properly cut it, possibly. somewhere around there. Yeah. I just want to. It's my hair. Long hair is fine, but time to cut it, I think. It can always grow again. And I'm probably going to change my name. I'm not going to tell you what that is yet. Might start a new channel. Just because I want to. It's one of the lawful things we can do. We can change our name to whatever we want. Haha. So that's fun. So I'm going to have a little celebration for that, I think. Maybe online here as well. So this little thing cheers me up. So I think I might have gone on long enough. Just to say I've been enjoying keying into YouTube channel run by Lord Hugh R. Adumbar recently. He's someone that everyone should be listening to, in my opinion. I think I might do a video about that as well at some point. There's an awful lot of work to do and I'm not getting round to it. Good news. Good piece of news today. Just up the road from me, where already there's a little voluntary pop-up shop and cafe with vegan cakes and food. Brilliant. But there's also going to be a commercial cafe opening up and they're going to be doing vegan things. Hooray. I can walk there. It's just up the road. Can't believe it. So I might not move after all. Who knows? Anyway, so I'm a bit more chirpy today for some reason. I found a new author, a new writer to read and listen to on audio. Harlan Ellison. One of his stories was suggested to me by Lord Hugh R. Adumbar, by the way, and it's something I've listened to. I've listened to this story about 3 times so far. Just love it. It really entertains me. So I'm going to get some more of his books. So kind of looking forward a little bit to what's coming. I'm going to have some lovely stuff to read and listen to, and new things to do, and give the activism on the roadside a rest. There's only so much of that a person ought to do on their own. Certainly me. I'm dead proud of the work that I've done there. I'll show my face every now and then, just to remind people, probably. But enough's enough. Yeah. Try as I might, people didn't join me. They didn't get it. They didn't get that it wasn't my job. They didn't get that you don't have to be that brave. They didn't get how important it is to show solidarity. Didn't get it. So, there you are. That's all for now. I'm going to check this out before I make it public. See you soon. Bye-bye.